and welcome to this finale of chapters. Now,
the final showdown. Destroy the puppets.
there is a section here. You can get the freaking kunai, the shurikens that we've been using since from chapter 1 to the prologue all the way up to chapter 7 or chapter 8 pretty much. So this one is a lot easier, so to speak, because you don't have to go through a bunch of freaking boss fights. Because where you go, then again, you do have Shikamaru, so you're, well, then again, you lose Shikamaru at some point, but then he comes back for the final boss fight. Which I'll explain to you guys the final boss fight. But you only have you can get up to a maximum of 3 fights in the map for the last part. I don't know why that the last one has 10 and this one only has 3, because when you don't come back. Because once you beat the boss fight, the final boss fight, it just cuts you back that you're already in the lead.
If I want to drive.
I put Shikamaru just in case if I need to. Cause this freaking kunai does double the damage, so it's like 64 because it explodes. So. Well, it does 40.
Thank you.
Kids kill this one. This one's probably the worst one when it comes to the puppets, because they're all overly aggressive, and the fact that 2 of them they can explode on themselves because they do suicide things. But their health is running low. I forgot about that. But yeah, will I get attacked 3 times? Yes, I will. Thanks a lot, Gabe. Fucking jackasses. Alright, you want Shikamaru for this one.
Shadow Possession Jutsu! Shadow Possession Jutsu!
The more people you have, the
Shadow
better.
Possession Jutsu! Shadow Possession Jutsu! Shadow Possession away! Shadow Possession Jutsu! What a drag.
Oh, we got Fireball.
Not too shabby!
Even though we're not going to do anything. So, there are a lot of puppets in this section. But the best thing about this section is the fact that you can just skip it all. You don't have to fight any puppets. You're also skipping another cutscene. That's a cutscene with Gaara, by the way. So this is what you normally do. You just run to the boss fight, pretty much. That's all you do. You just ignore everything. You don't have to fight any of the puppets. Although, if you want level grind, or virtue grind, with Naruto, Shikamaru, and Kakashi, because you can come back here with when you have Kakashi on your team. You can level grind by beating up all the puppets. Virtue grind, anyway. Although Kakashi, you have to fight him. You have to use your hand-to-hand combat type of stuff. So if you want to get the shurikens back, there's something here that you might want, and this is this thing. There's shuriken +2, so they do more damage, but because the 2 stars are on top next to the freaking weapon. But you don't really need them unless you want to use them against the boss fight. You can't use them in the final boss fight because the final boss fight doesn't do any damage, and it doesn't build up your freaking. Doesn't build up your fox thing, which I'll explain that when we get there. So you have to loop around, but if you do this in the air, if you wall jump, kick the wall and air dash behind it, you can just skip the step scene by looping around. It's a lot faster, in my opinion. You have to have the air dash though, because you can't jump through that. Some of the items in this section, you have to have the air dash. No, I got hit once. I used to get hit by this. Those guys then tries to hit me. You want to take the stairs in here because it's closer to the stairs. Over here, because if you take the other stairs, you have to walk a lot longer. There's an item over there, but I don't. But if you're doing a speedrun, don't take it. Now there are paper bombs if you want to use those, but that'll take up at least a couple seconds off your time. So just be wary when you do that, because even though they're very useful when it comes to boss fights, because the boss fights are huge, you have to be careful with that. So as I walk through into a wall for like a few seconds, like that's what happens when it comes to these things. Okay, you can jump up, but since this is a speedrun, you're supposed to jump down. Now, usually you can find Mike Guy, but we're not gonna find him because if you're doing a speedrun, you're trying to limit it to cutscenes, so that's the main reason why. But if you go that way, you can find Mike Guy and Lee. However, if you miss them on a casual playthrough, you miss some dialogue with Kakashi in Naruto when Naruto meets up with Kakashi. So keep that in mind too. The dialogue switches a few times when it comes to it. Okay, you couldn't walk down the stairs, but it takes a month to just come down. Okay, so this part's gonna be a little bit interesting. So this is what you're supposed to do. You avoid this. You have to make sure you jump here, because the fan's blowing in your face. It's a lot faster than jumping. As I fuck that up. I hit the wall, so yeah. Now there are two boss fights here. Well, technically three. The final boss, the boss of Naruto when he gets possessed, and the lizard fucking face. Sorry about my throat. I'm trying to do two things at once. Luckily, I'm not doing a speed run because this part will be a fucking story. As you can see, we're almost done with the game. Like I said before, Chapter 9 is probably the longest one because of how well. Because you don't have to go back to the Leaf Village. So, that's what happens. So, when you meet up with Kakashi, the dialogue with Mike Guy, you don't get if you do this part, which is fine. On your casual Let's Play, so just be careful with that. Just want to let you bear in mind of that, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, pretty much that's what you mostly do. Now you have to verse the Lizard Man. Now the shurikens from before does not help you this time. Unless you do that. I stand corrected! So getting those things makes mincemeat of the boss, because the boss fucking sucks, apparently. What the fuck? Man, thank God I grabbed those things before I came over here. Jesus Christ. Alright, so now you're Kakashi, and since Kakashi can't fucking do any damage to him, I don't know why the shurikens, the equipped shurikens are fucking broken in this fucking game. What the fuck? So now we have another boss fight. You can use Kakashi, but since Kakashi can't use any... Since Kakashi can't... Fucking hell. I gotta use Sakura because... Because... Because Kakashi, I haven't leveled up yet in a while. So that's why I'm using Sakura. Because Kakashi, you can use his 2-hit combo, but I don't have his Taijutsu up that much. So that's the main reason why he doesn't do that much damage. But you're supposed to use Kakashi for that fight. You can't use Sakura, because Sakura gets get hits too much. So now we get the first boss fight. Now, you want to use Sakura, because you can't do any damage to this boss fight. But you want to use the Sakura Blizzard, because it does more damage, and you're only trying to do damage to him. And since it does a lot of damage to him, it takes a lot shorter to do so. So use Sakura Blizzards, make sure you have that on her, because of the fact that it makes the boss fight mincemeat. It really does. It breaks the fucking boss fight. Now when it comes to the second phase, well technically there's 3 phases. There are 3 phases. The first phase you use Sakura Blizzards because you can't do any damage anyway. As for the boss fight with Naruto Shikamaru Neji, don't use Shikamaru. He's not very good. Shikamaru only does 1 damage per fucking hit, even if you max out his freaking stats. He's not very good. To be honest with you, you want to stick with Naruto. If you want to use Neji, that's fine, but that's entirely up to you. Now, when it comes to these fucking orbs, the orbs that are the most threatening to you are the blue orb and the yellow orb, because they shoot lightning and they also throw balls. So you want to aim at those 2 first, because once you knock them down, you don't have to deal with it. I do have Ninetales Naruto, but I want to save that for the final form, because now you want to keep punching him 1-1. Now he has 3 phases when it comes to this, and the orbs do a lot less. Yeah, see what I mean? You want to keep going around in circles. You might have to deal with the lightning. I didn't jump because of the reason of the fact that if I jump, I'll have to deal with the fucking thing. That's what usually happens if you try to not take out the fucking. If he's charging up his attack and you already took down the thing, the attack still works. So just be careful with that. You have to do this 3 times. So we're gonna go after the blue one first, because usually his third lightning bolt shoots a lot more frequently. Don't do that. Yeah, this as I missed the fucking jump. Thanks a lot, jackass. You want to go in order, but you want to take care of... Fuck you! Oh, great. Now I'm stunned. You gotta be careful, because the more hits you take, the more time you're gonna get stunned. But you don't want to go to the blue, and usually if you do a casual let's play, you want to do the blue one and the yellow one first, because that's his long range, what's it called? His long range attacks. His red one and green one are pretty useless, because they're not that good. They didn't freaking do this shit. Okay. Now you gotta make sure you do this freaking tight usually. Now this is his second phase. Now his second phase is a lot easier. You don't have to deal with the orbs, but you also have to be careful, because he has a lot of attacks, but you can just keep on attacking. You also gotta be careful with that attack. You can tell when he's gonna use that attack. Now, this is where the Ninetales mode comes in. Okay, so He does an attack that if you step into it, he hits you with a bunch of attacks, and your first attack, if you play this on your first attempt, it automatically kills you because you have not that much health. However, if you have Ninetales Naruto, and this is how I beat the boss every time because it's fucking easy. So you see that thing on the ground? If you get hit by it, it automatically damage you. But since Ninetales Naruto can just pass it, it's easy. And usually when you beat the boss and it goes to the load time is stopped. That took longer than the last chapter. Because the last chapter took me 18 minutes. This took me 15 minutes. Pretty much. That's what happens. So since the final boss fight took us 15 minutes to do so, that's what happens. So that's how you do the boss fight. So now it's done. So you completed the game in less than an hour, maybe, I don't know. But pretty much that's how you speedrun Naruto Ultimate Ninja. Now I might let the credits roll because there's one other thing I need to show off. Because I'm gonna show off what we got from the shop and also a bunch of other stuff. But I gotta watch the credits. The only thing I have bad about this game when you play casually, you can't skip the fucking credits, which is fucking stupid. And you have to beat this game twice to unlock fucking Sasuke. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. Which, by the way, Sasuke is fucking broken with infinite chakra because you can just spam the fucking Chidori. Because you can't hit him. Like, seriously, Sasuke. I beat Itachi and Kisame by Sasuke himself with no fucking. He was at base level. I didn't even level him up. And he beat him in like 3 minutes. Less than that. It's fucking ridiculous how broken Sasuke is when it comes to that concept. It's fucking stupid. But that's how you speedrun fucking Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles 2. Now the main thing that you need to worry about is the enemies that attack you on the map. That is probably your biggest downfall when it comes to speedrunning. There are some sections where you get attacked all the time, and there are some sections where you don't get attacked at all. It's kind of like pick your poison. If you don't get attacked at all, you're gonna get a really good time. My fastest time is 1 hour and 35 minutes, and I'm the second place on the all-time list. The record is 1 hour and 28 minutes. But I'm trying to figure out how to go faster, and it's really fucking ridiculous, but yeah. But your best bet for chapter 1 from chapter 1 to chapter 6, make sure you have the spread shuriken, because they make mincemeat of every boss fight. Well, chapter 7 too, if you want to go that far. Like, you want to make sure you have the spread shuriken. Now, how you get the spread shuriken, I showed you in a short video where it's about me grinding virtues to level up other characters, which I think is pretty fucking dope. Although the harder characters to virtue grind are Kakashi, Might Guy, Gaara, and Kankuro, because of the fact that you only use Gaara once, but it doesn't really matter because he's already OP as fuck. As for Kakashi and Might Guy, they are very difficult because they don't have the 4th legacy chip that they can put on them. It's only for Genins and Shikamaru, because Shikamaru is technically Chunin in this game. Like, he should have been in the first game, but they cut him out because of reason! So, that's the main gist of it. So, just want to let you know, that's how you... As for Shikamaru, you can do the same thing, but since his jutsu has the infinite kunai because of one of his jutsus is the set of trap, that's the main reason what makes him harder to do that way. So he's probably the hardest, the 5 characters, Kakashi, Might Guy, Gaara, Kankuro, and Shikamaru. Shikamaru is probably the easiest one because you can't put the fucking thing on. As for Might Guy and Kakashi, you can't do that. For what's his face? I forget his name. Fuck! Um, Gaara's easy because he's already OP, so you don't really need to level him up. Although leveling him up is easy when you do the missions with him. And Kankuro, you might want to level him up doing that method by using Naruto, throwing kunai, and then switching back to Kankuro because it gives him more freaking things. Or you could just do 2 players because it makes it a lot easier. Although if you play 2 players on story mode, it's gonna make you messed up. So I want to show off what my stats are with every character before we end this part. Because this is probably going to be a premiere because this is 20 minutes. Like I said, I can't skip the fucking credits, which is fucking funny. Oh, by the way, once you beat the game the first time, you get a gold bar every time you beat the story mode. So I think that's really interesting. You beat the story mode once, and then the second, third, fourth, fifth time, you get a gold bar, which I think is really sick, to be honest with you. Now, if you must know, this is a different save file. Although when you beat this game, yeah, this game came out in 2007. Damn, I feel old. I was a teenager. I was in high school. So yeah, that's pretty much. You can't skip the credits, which is fucking bad. So you get a gold bar. So clear data. Okay, so I'm not gonna show off how to level grind stuff because of reasons.
Naruto!
Yeah, I fucking know that. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. Hopefully. So, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to the shop. I've already bought everyone's everything. Like I bought every chip, I bought everything. And I've only beaten the game 3 times. This is the 4th time we're beating it. So, how many gold bars did we get? We got 8 gold bars. So you get 8 gold bars if you find all the gold bars. And you can at least put some chips in there, but we're gonna do that, sell them all, and buy more fucking shit. You can probably max out everything, to be honest with you. No, we cannot. Although, however, we almost maxed out the medical thing. I maxed out all my stats, so let's go to level up, and then we'll end the thing. I haven't done any of the survival things because I want to do it. I want to do all the characters at once, which is pretty fucking awesome. Naruto's OP as fuck. Sakura's alright. I can level up Kakashi actually. Shikamaru, Choji you only use once. Lee, Gaara. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much about it. But I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care and always stay positive. That's how you speedrun Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles 2. I explained it the best way I can. If not, leave a comment in the section down below of any of these videos so I can teach you how to beat this game as fast as possible. And to be honest with you, Chapter 9 is probably the one that takes you the longest because you have to go through 10 battles max. And the freaking stage that you go through is fucking long as hell. But just want to let you know that. So stay positive. Hope you guys have a nice positive day. Stay positive, guys. Woohoo!